Hello and welcome back to Lucid9 episode 2. Take it. I take it. Goodbye, Yama Ishimoto. She fawns out of the classroom, clearly fed up with my shenanigans. Wordlessly, I turn and head down to the corridor. Guess someone a little touchy, not that I can blame her. If I had a student like me, I hate him too. I tromp down the stairs to the first floor and stop before a door at the edge of the hallway bearing the sign J. Ryota, door manager. I rap sharply on the wood three times. Mr. Ryota? What is it, nuclear war? What? No. Meh. Don't feel like opening the door for anything less important. I could open the door myself. Locked it. Don't bother. Brush my ear against the door, listening keenly. There it is. Action-packed or roll strings, just barely bleeding through the wood. Faint clanking of swords on shields. Are you in a clan war, Mr. Ryota? Bah. A moment later, the door's locks click open. I step inside the room, holding back a smile. The office is minimalistic in its furnishing, but fairly welcoming. Warm light encompasses the room, highlighting the comfortable chairs arranged around a coffee table that bears a bowl of potato chips. It looks more like the office of a therapist rather than the office of a school door manager. In the corner, I spot a comely mahogany desk, on top of which sits Jiro Rutora in a very dramatic position. Welcome to this satin room. Have you brought an offering to appease the Dark Lord? Indeed I have. With an inkily exaggerated bow, I present the book and note from my teacher. Mr. Ryuta's eyebrows scrunching in confusion. The hell is this? I kind of got in trouble earlier for talking back. Instead of detection, the teacher's convinced I need a more permanent solution. Like death, I can help you with that. She was thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe. Oh, okay. But what the hell is this? He shakes the book empathetically. The curriculum that the teacher recommends is, for helping me. Alright, well, I'll put it where it belongs. He promptly throws it in the trash, which extracts the left from me. Now to business. Let me read up on what exactly your teacher wants. His eyes drift over to the paper I silently hand to him. Oh boy, isn't this precious. Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryota, I'm having trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and isn't cute for the inefficiencies of bureaucracy. Silly, a woman who was certainly the most boring person in her graduating class. I shook back laughter as he crumbles the paper ball and lumps it into the trash. By the way, don't tell anyone I said that, or I might get fired, and then you have to take counseling from Mrs. Hanzawa, and then where would we be? Consider the NDA signed. Mr. Ryota reclines easily against his chair, kicking his legs on the table. So, how's the apartment? Set in one piece, mostly. Good to hear. And Phil? The little house plants, the one I placed on your shelf. Your memory sucks more than mine, kid. Oh, right. I vividly remember Mr. Ryota forming an honor testament to when I moved into my apartment, even to the point where he named it Phil. I think he died. That's a bit odd. I thought he was a fake plant. Nope, looked fake on the outside, I guess, but all real inside. essentially smile puts at Mr. Randa's lips when I suddenly release another fart. We're not talking about plans, are we? Your optimism is expiring, kid. I would have thought your answer to be the contrary. What, people look real on the outside, but they're all fake inside? Something like that. We were talking about plans. How was I supposed to know? Well, you know now. So now that you know, is your answer the same? No. Didn't even need to think about it. It's the truth. People pretend to be genuine on the outside, but inside they're nothing. Except when you are like me and you have nothing inside or outside. Mr. Rota evaluates me for a moment, but to my surprise, there's no judging in this case. You must be a real puppy loser. I'll be here all week. What made you draw such a depressing conclusion? And the cycles of hope and despair. I can tell that his mind's on the fast track of psychoanalysis, childhood trauma, clinical depression, suicidal tendencies. To put that in rest pieces, anything that should be blamed should be my 100% natural disdain for humanity. Power of observation, if anything, people like to be strong, confident, independent on the outside. Peel that away, and what do you get? Their heart. Then that heart must be pretty pathetic. Did I ever say otherwise? No, I guess you didn't. Mr. Yoda easily spun the topic on his back on chair, drawing a pinner from his destroyer. Well, if it were up to me, I say that you're just like any of the other Shirley juniors going through the first throes of senioritis. He's going. Oh, you mean going up? But paperwork's been signed, and you know how bureaucracy goes. I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since the national changes. You assume the mayor actually does something important. He scrolls something down on his tablet and taps screen. My phone buzzes gently in my pocket. Your teacher recommended that we meet every day, but honestly, who has time for that? We'll just play it by ear, and you let me know if you ever get the urge to murder someone. Probably means you're due for another chicken. I check what he sent me. I could be a prescription that's society store revealing his chance of available times. Wow. How do you have this much free time? Life is dramatic, I'm sure it's pretty swell, isn't it? But you'd at least have some kind of job. I'll let you in a secret. Kids here don't cause much trouble. Not because they're anxious, not because they're boring, because they're too prisley. They don't want to get their manicured nails dirty with things like graffiti or booze. But they do need someone to cry to when they sit in their toe, and the other teachers seem to think that I fit that job description. Usually it's more like they don't want to deal with the hormonal threats. So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be a bench warmer who does not smile once every few minutes. Like with me? Well, you'll be more interesting than the rest of them, I hope. Yeah, that sounds like the academy are natural. Half the people are too snobby to be fun, and the other half are too lazy to care. And I fit into the latter. What do you get to hear? Whining about grace, toxic relationships? Sometimes, but not always. At any rate, I can't exactly complain. Makes my job easy. Thank you for your massive contribution to society. You're absolutely welcome. They seem to equal yours. I snort. He chuckles. Yeah, this could have been really painful if I hadn't gotten Mr. Ryota. Well, as your loving, caring, and awe-inspiring mentor, I can hardly keep you from being that is the club recruitment day. Oh no, I'm playing really. Off you go, take a selfie and send it to me. Or I'll take you employment tomorrow. Oh no. but that's useless. You need to expand your opportunities, broaden your horizons, go where no man has gone before. But, and most importantly, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clan. That just sounds rude. World domination calls. See ya. And without another word, he shoved me out and slammed the door in my face. I have no choice but to head to the school courtyard. It doesn't take much time to find Messigo behind the track table, armed with I Heart Track flags and I Heart Track posters and I Heart Track headbands. I get this very vague feeling that he loves Trek. He welcomes me enthusiastically, immediately piling all admin duties on me, but true to my word, I proceed to be completely useless throughout the recruitment process. Eventually, Masako seems to give up, giving me a simple sign to wave around. I amuse myself by coming up with truly terrible pictures. Want a six-pack? Join Track. For health hacks? Join Track. Get a neck? Join Track. Ride your lack? Join Track. Pick up the slack? Join Track. For some reason it's unknown, Mr. seems to love this. He grants sets me on the back. There you go, you just need to play yourself. See? I'm reaching this class and we're getting from the underclassmen aren't looks of admiration. Some may oblivion is my obvious shortcomings. Miss Soto hooks 4 recruitments into Trek. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that he got that many. A lot of the attendees at the school are the richer, lazier kids. I also noticed that he seems to be a lot easier on them than he was at me. When the club recruitment fair is done and everything's torn down, Misoto and I head to the school entrance and wait for Ryu and Yakio. For reasons unknown, Masako is essentially chatting about my new fun enthusiast. You killed it today, man. This couldn't have team spirit we need. Great, I might have gotten myself into more trouble. Well, I guess I was in check for most of last year. Might as well do it again this year. Okay, well, trying to and prepare my best female voice. Okay. To him, and then I said, geezers on a gravy stick of mother love we could use a man with your skills. And so he signed the contract with the blood from his veins, thereby permanently joining the Trauma Club. Okay. Okay. I didn't even do that much different in my voice, like kinda cracked. Okay. Wow, I can't believe you're so good at recruiting people. You know what they've said to me? What? Okay, them voice cracks be real. Something like, get a life, you're just in denial about reality. Well, darn my socks, you youth these days are so cynical. The two come to a halt as Masato raids Ryui over. Well, looks like you guys have plans. I better leave you and you and everyone else to have some... Oh wait, hang on, I forgot to tell you the female voice, take it. Looks like you guys have plans. I better leave you and you and everyone else to have some nice time together. Swiggly line. What are you thinking about? It's more and more like babysitting duty, where I'm the babysitter and I have to make sure a bunch of kids won't, set the house on fire and stuff. I kid out, sets a house on fire, then I would be more scared and recommend taking them to a brainwashing session in quotes. Aw, come on, he's your best friend, isn't he? And your childhood friend? Yeah, but... Okay, them voice cracks me so real. Have you guys made a childhood promise together? What? Well, what? No way. Really? Really, those things are or more cliche than explosions in action movies. Oof. Exactly. Well, think of it this way: although explosions may be a cliche, they're also a staple. You can't have a proper action movie without proper explosions. It's the same with life. You can't have proper childhood friends without a proper childhood promise. I wins. Does she have to mention romance? Really? Oh, look, there they are. I guess I better get going. Have fun somewhere in the castle. The girl cheerfully skips away as Ryu to Spencer's for a refugee. I tried forcing them. Looks like Akira had a productive recruitment day. Akira Karube, Rui's best friend, current roommate, and self-appointed matchmaker. Well, also another person who I don't get along with, but let's be honest, do I get along with anyone? You get kind of along with 3 people, so... Akira was sure productive. I barely had any luck. I noticed that she's mastered herself surprisingly quickly. Well, I guess 10 years of make-believe and trauma will do that to you. How did you guys do? We got 4 new recruits, 15 liters of fresh new blood. 15 liters? Did you just pull that number over your head, or is it actually legit? Real woman, of course it's legit. Average weight is 55 kilograms. The average teenager has a blood volume of 7%. His or her total weight. We got 4 new recruit. Barry's eyes are already swimming as he raises, seemingly unaware of the curious leads to the person who pegged him as a red flag. Assuming no one's amnesiac, we get 55 times 4 in total kilograms, which is 220. Multiply that by 0.07 for the weight of blood to blood volume ratio. Bam, 15.4. I mean, if we go by that, he's technically correct. He's close enough anyways. Wind it down to 15 for a nice number, and we get us 15 liters of fresh blood. That's why Masato's really good at catching people off guard. I can't believe you actually calculated that. Why, it ain't no trouble. It sure sounds like trouble. Hell nah, you should see what we do in Honor Society. Yes, Honor Society, not only does he participate in it, he's the president. I was in mentioned he's literally good at everything. Athletics, academics, heck, probably even art. Except sarcasm, it's the one area I can trump a bit. The only area. Oh, here comes the great... here comes the great Yakio Ikari. Sure enough, a familiar shark of blonde hair pops around the corner. Yakio's beaming, but I noticed that he's not holding a single sign-up page in his hand. Good day to you, my pitiful peasants. You arrived just in time to witness my brilliant plan. Technically, he's the one who came to us, but it's just you see, I've decided to create my own club, a club worthy for my immeasurable greatness. In other words, he got rejected by all other clubs. Oh boy, you're making a club good for you. I know, I'm gonna call it the Heavy Club, and it'll be comprised of minions who will follow every bidding. I think we just witnessed the creation of the shadiest club on campus. We will start by taking over the school, then Ishimu, then Japan, then the entire world. Well, at least he doesn't lack ambition. And once my mansion on the wind is complete, we will have domination over the universe itself. I mean, we also gotta take KF Saturn and all the other places. I went with Saturn because you gotta also take over every bit of the ring, which is probably a lot of land. If we put that make that into its own separate moon somehow, and stuff like that. But he does like rings. What you guys talking about? All secret like? Nothing. We're just talking about how we haven't gone to GFC in a while. As completely unnoticing excuse is, she successfully turns Mexico's attention to food. GFC, I like the way you're thinking, Ryu. I better go now before the dinner rush starts. He marches off, humming cheerfully as Yahio blathers on about how amazing his new club will be. Great cover. I know. Totally inconspicuous. Just as inconspicuous as the time you wore a kimono. Of course she'd bring that up. You wanna get tickled? You wouldn't dare. Whenever you mention anything about kimonos, I feel a sudden urge to tickle the nearest person. We better get going. We should follow Masato and Yahio to GFC. Yeah! She speeds away before the chance to stop her. I only chuckle to myself as I catch up. As we make our way to the lively shopping area a few blocks away from campus, a couple of details catch my attention. There's endless posters and billboards plastered with faces of politicians with broad canned response proclaiming back to posterity the recession is over, do more with more. Upon twirling tablets with giant projected screens. That's the normal. There's Smoker and his buddy, the random drunkard, the group of tourists clutching electronics, panicked childs, welcome to the glorious metropolis instrument, watching pictures in front of every possible location. Most of all, the ordinary Isamuchi power walking down sidewalks with resumes clutched in their hopeful hands. That's also everything is normal, completely normal. So why do I feel so uneasy? Maybe since I scripters, I never like them. They're too tall, and I always see the person there watching me. They are always watching. The wolves have eyes. Not like onions either. Not some benevolent force that's watching over the city. More like staring, waiting for the right moment to strike. And there's smog that's terrible, musky pollution that sits on my skin like a coat of hard mud. Every breath is disgusting, but every breath is necessary. I hate this city, I really, really do. Too bad there's nothing better. Not really, too bad that Ishmael's been always being the best, if not only option. Pay attention, you idiots! I'm starting out of my thoughts by Masato grabbing my arm and yanking me out of the street. Do you not see the red light? Wait again. Do you not see the red light? Red means stop. And stop means your velocity reaches zero. You could have been run over by a truck. Wait, was it? I think that was Yahiko. Was I right? Yahiko or Rio? Because I actually didn't catch the name. I'm fine, let's go. After eyeing me for a long moment, Yahiko shrugs and bounds to GFC's automatic doors, activating the motion sensors with a flourish. Okay, so I guess I was him. Ladies first. Lady, where? Right here. She sets a hand on my shoulders with a cheery grin. Oh, good one. You made me a husband and girl this time? Oh, heavens no, that'll be really awkward. Why? Well, let's go have some chicken. Boy, I'm so hungry. Fried chicken. I will say the KFC is really good. But it depends on if it's like if the chicken's like actually really good or not. She quickly skips into GFC, leaving Mexico through the water. I don't get it. Why it is awkward. Beats me. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea, but there's no way I'm bringing it up. Look, are we having chicken or not? Of course we are. What do you take me for? Well, good thing that neither he or Yohiko are very perceptive. Without further ado, we enter GFC. General fried chicken, it's always been a favorite option from the academy. It's fast, it's cheap, and it's within walking distance. It's also pretty nice considering it's a fast food outlet. The tables are clean, the walls are lined up with cushioned booths, and the red and beige paint so that on the walls seems very fresh and pristine. For some, the smell of heavy grease and oils of bread. For us, it's the smell of pure heaven. This place smells like death. Well, most of us. Weren't you the one who was such in a hurry to come in? Fried chicken. Shut up. After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. My sister wipes through his wallet, I front crossing his lips. Damn, the dough's copy. I have no clue what he just said. What? Thankfully, no one else seems to know either. I think he means he's low on cash. Mr. I slightly startled, as if he hadn't noticed we were there. Nothing. So, how was class? That's pretty suspicious, but we all decided to let it pass. Or nice like that. Pretty good. Pretty good, but I don't know anyone in my class. What? So, are they giving you a hard time? What? Nothing like that. It's just, you guys are a year older and Akira's in a different class this year. I'm sure you'll make truckloads of friends. Yeah, you're almost as charming as me. Thanks, guys. So with the cheery exchange, I noticed there's a shudder to Rio's eyes. He definitely should have a lot of friends. She's likable, warm, fun, and talented. But for reasons unknown, she chooses to spend most of her time with me, a useless cynic, and Akira, an optimistic with a few screws loose. I always wanted to ask why, but a small part of me is afraid the moment I bring it up, she realizes it and leave. I need to do this, it's the least I can do. Why don't you hang out with your classmates? The words come out a lot harsher than I intended, but Ria just seemed to be offended. Her expression darkens, but it's when a finger dash hurts. I don't want to hang out with people like them. Why not? They're a bunch of fakes, all they do is judge me, or the others in class, or even one another. They're not outright mean, but I don't like when people talk behind my back. And they pick on the shy girl in class for no reason. It's stupid. You really hate them, don't you? Not really, but we don't get along. She picks on the energy and they feel somber and heavy. Hey, you know what we need? A competition! Now is not the time to be bringing up competition, Miss Soto. Actually, that's a good idea. Wait, what? She never said that before. Generally because Mexico never comes with any good ideas. Obviously this one else, or it won't even be a contest. So, you and me, Yama? No thanks. I don't even know what it is. Fine, what is it? We can eat the mushroom as in the shortest amount of time. No thanks. Hey! Chip ball is hot wings is UFC's most infamous menu item. And order of blindingly spicy wings. I know someone who will like that, and they live one wall away from me. I don't particularly feel like zipping my mouth forever. Thanks. Really wants to watch. I interview it. The process of watching competition doesn't seem appealing to her, probably because she can make fun of the stupidity of it all. Well, if it'll cheer up Ryuri, gosh, I need serious help. Same here, buddy, don't worry. Fine, you're paying though. Never fear, the generous Yakio and Kari will show you with the necessary funds. He shows some cash to Masato, who takes it with a nod of thanks. Boy, this will be fun for me. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Why not? I mean, I want to participate in a competition that will potentially rip my mouth and traumatize me forever? Yeah, exactly. This guy, sometimes I wonder if he's trying to be this, well, stupid. Oh yeah, Mr. returns and say 2 platters of triple S hot wings to the center of the table. Now remember, every good competition needs a good audience. I'll be here at 14 Kuro again. Hey Riri, why ain't you cheering? Huh? Encourages audience member who's cheering for Yama. You and your drama club. Fine, give it up for Team Ishimoto. I would scream louder, but my voice cannot scream because it dies easily. Everyone in the contest drops into silence and stares at us. I elbow her in the ribs, feeling a flush creep up my cheeks. Stop that. What? I'm in character. Sure you are. Okay, whatever, let's get going. We lean forward, hands in the air. Hands just a hair away from the tray as Ryo looks with an expectant smile. 3, 2, 1, go! Mr. Cut immediately starts shoveling hot wings to his mouth, but I take a few moments to gather myself before I take a bite. Chicken seeds explode in my mouth, sending streaks of fire down my tongue. I can't finally go down some water. This was a terrible idea. Woohoo! You must have found me, marvelous minion. Everyone actually is watching. Hey, you gotta cheer for Yama, or this isn't any fun. But no, it's kind of embarrassing. Gee, thanks, not looking good in this for you or anything. I need... Okay, I had to add that. Grimacing, I shot the remainder of the wing into my mouth and spit it out. The meat burns down the boxness and smears into my stomach. Come on, Yama needs his cheering squad. Rip, re, kick him in the knee. Rip, press, kick them in the other knee. Yeah, okay, I see where you're going. Go Sato! Sato spits out his buns on the platter. 3 rings are ready and I'm just doing my second. For some reason that makes me feel unusual and competitive. Woo! You got this, you're beating him. Ice cream soda, banana split. You think your knees full of shift to the left, shift to the right. Stand up, sit down, fight. She finishes this routine quickly turns away to hide her embarrassment. Everything works through one mouthful of fried chicken before giving up. There has to be another way. Yeah, 5th one down. Keep going. Go Yama. When you stand on the commit packet of chicken meat with the chicken bucket GFC hot sauce. What is this guy's scope for this? Measures Masako, which will assist me and tremendously rip the hot sauce packet and spread it over his platter. He only sparks it. Has one take more than a little ketchup to it. He bites intrepidly into the wing. Oh, that's no ketchup? He freezes. I swear that steam is coming out of his ears. It's UFC's signature hot sauce. Hot! I just turned my soda lunches into the booth, sprints to the soda machine. Wait, that was cheating. Is it cheating if there were no rules in the first place? There were rules. It was to eat the most chicken. Either way, it was pretty dirty. Poor Masato. She looks pointedly at Masato, who's slowly dragging himself back to the booth while drinking a huge cup of water. I feel a slight change of guilt and suffering where Rio's improved move makes her worth it. This ends the end. He kneels over the table, someone made change to continue drinking from his cup. Oh, that reminds me of the latest episode of Go Maker. Of what? You mean you haven't heard of the Gover Maker? You have to yell so loudly. I was the surprising when kicked up for causing a public disturbance. But what can I open yell the epicness of Gover Maker? Okay, fine. What is it? It's a web series of that a couple of my homemates made. Remember over the summer? Oh yeah, I saw you running around wearing a long wig or something. Right, that's not mental image that I'm getting out of my head anytime soon. Yes, but the person I witnessed is, well, it's called Akira-ma. 11 out of 10 originality in our web series. Isn't that clever, fighting other politicians to defend his country? Somehow that actually somehow fits. So it's like a politician drama. No way, dude, that's boring. They bet on it on in giant robots. The president is in red, white, and blue. It even has the ego motif and everything. It sounds like the simplest idea I've ever heard. It sounds like the coolest thing I've ever heard. See, for real. Of course, I'm headlining the main event. I'm the president's AI aide, I guess. The other president's aide to your psychiatric. You're not the lead. Huh? Really? Well, I, for one, am proud of you. You finally calling being a background character. I know, right? I'm going to be a star. Ladies and gentlemen, the physical manifestation of the same ignorance is bliss. Represents are all up on the website. Just search it in the channel Gover Maker and you're all set. We'll have to check it out. Are you serious? How else will they know how to viciously badmouth it? I can't decide whenever to be offended or to be impressed. Why not both? Hey, you two listening? Sorry, what? I was just saying that I gotta go back. I really checked my phone. 6:10 p.m. almost Masado's curfew. Yeah, here's this thing where he goes to bed at 9:30 sharp every night. Just one more boy that he's slightly crazy, just fun but crazy. Still, it's best to honor that. The only thing worse than Noah Sato is trying to drag me into track is for me Sato trying to drag me into track. Then let's go. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Let's hope I can actually hit the pause button, the end button this time.